We came to Japan to learn more about Toyota. But what started with old Land Cruisers, factory lines and workshops eventually led us into a community we never expected. We are Joseph, Martijn and our dog Buddy. We have left the grind behind to embrace the freedom of life on the road, trading office chairs for camp chairs and deadlines for dirt roads. Guided by Kodiwompo to travel in a purposeful manner towards a vague destination, we are here to share our journey, stories and tips for living adventurously. Hop in and join as we roam, explore and embrace the unexpected. After 2 years traveling Australia, we are now exploring Japan. Our first stop was the Toyota Commemorative Museum of Industry and Technology in Nagoya, the place where the story of Toyota originally began.
We didn't expect this.
But Toyota actually started as a weaving company, so the guy Toyota invented the weaving machine, which revolutionized weaving industry, not only in Japan but also in the world. It's quite interesting to think that our home on wheels started off in this industry.
It became perfect, like this.
It is really interesting and fascinating to see it in flesh that the entire Kyoto is started from this.
And if you think Toyota only makes cars, but still they are inventing in this looms. So this one you actually can upload a photo in the computer and then it automatically weaves the picture. Quite amazing. This is invented in 2023. Textile machinery to automotive. But over time, that same attention to detail and engineering slowly evolved into something much bigger. And eventually, Toyota made a move from weaving machines into automobile manufacturing. The museum itself is incredibly well designed and surprisingly interactive. Even if you're not really into cars, we'd still highly recommend visiting this place. What surprised us most was how openly Toyota showed the early development process. Their very first production car, the Toyota Model AA, was heavily inspired by American cars from that time. The body design took inspiration from the Chrysler DeSoto Airflow, while parts of the engineering were based on the Chevrolet technology. And seeing that evolution in the museum made the vehicle's story even more human. Around that same time, the company name changed from Toyota to Toyota. Toyota was originally the name of the founder, Sakichi Toyoda. Toyota was eventually chosen because it sounded cleaner and more modern. It also takes 8 brush strokes to write in Japanese, and the number 8 is traditionally considered lucky. So this is the very first Toyota truck with the same engine as the passenger seat and 1.5 ton capacity of loading. And they make those brushes to avoid mud splashing on pedestrians. Very Japanese. Walking through the museum really gave us a different appreciation for the brand. From weaving machines to factory robots and land cruisers traveling the world, it's pretty incredible seeing how far Toyota has come. And with that, it was time to continue our journey. Our next stop was Toyota Base, a Land Cruiser hub located right next to the factory where our Troopy was originally built.
We are here at Toyota Base here in Nagoya for our Troopy 70,000 kilometers maintenance service.
This is also where our Troopy was born 3 years ago, so what better place than bring it after 70,000 kilometers before we crossing other borders. So we can do the 70,000 kilometers maintenance here, some tire rotations, fluids checks, oil change, all those things. So I think it will be in good hands here.
それどこの店でも可能ですから、いやちょっと旅行中で
Thank you.
We go this weekend to Kyoto to the 40 series meeting.
Meeting?
Yeah.
This weekend?
This weekend, yeah.
While waiting for our Troopy to get back after the service, he's helping us to go to the Starbucks while waiting. How is your experience there, Mark?
Good. Nice car.
After nearly 5 hours of waiting, so we went to Starbucks and hang around there. And since it was raining here in Nagoya, so what they did is give us a lift to Starbucks earlier, and you know what? They pick up us right now, so we are on the way back to get our Troopy.
Going to Australia? And on the way back to Toyota Base, we passed by a huge storage area filled with brand new 70 series Land Cruisers waiting to be shipped overseas. Seeing rows and rows of them parked there was honestly pretty surreal. After the 70,000 kilometer service was done, we picked up the Troopy and got back on the road, and honestly, it felt pretty special driving away in the same country where it was originally built.
We're driving at the CBD of Nagoya, and what do you think about the street mart?
I don't know, it feels like I'm in Singapore, driving in Singapore. Looks very similar.
Indeed.
From Nagoya we continued towards Kyoto, where hundreds of classic Land Cruisers were gathering in the 40 series West meeting. And as soon as we arrived at the campground, there was already a long line of 40 series waiting to register at the event. Even though this was officially a 40 series event, they were incredibly welcoming to all Land Cruiser owners as well. And before long, our Troopy had become part of the lineup too. Good day, we are here at the Land Cruiser 40 event West near Kyoto, and we met this guy here. He has a 40 series pickup truck that went all the way to Australia and back. So he started in Melbourne and went all the way to Brisbane via the Birdsville track in the outback. Very nice. He still has an international number plate in the front, which changed the Japanese characters to the English characters so people can read it. And yeah, this car went all the way up and down, so it must have been hard work steering on the tracks.
An interesting fact, he bought this swag in Australia, and I think he has a better experience living in this than us, because we never had a swag and we never sleep in a swag.
My name is Ray. 僕はレイと言います。
ハイライトは、オーストラリアを2ヶ月旅して一番楽しかったのはバーズビルトラックという家畜を運ぶ道ですかね。600キロ近いダートがとても楽しかったです。これは BJ44、BJ44 というモデルで、トラックにコンバートされています。1984年式です。1984です。
Enjoying it? Speaking of the legend, this is the legend. The original Land Cruiser Troopy.
And then we met Mr. Land Cruiser himself, the former chief engineer behind Toyota Land Cruiser. And somehow he ended up putting one of our stickers on his Land Cruiser. Honestly, how cool is that? Throughout the weekend, so many people came over to check out the Troopy. And before long, we found ourselves making a whole bunch of new friends. Takeshi Namba was there as well, and he kindly gave us one of his books about the 70 series Land Cruiser. It's filled with beautiful photos and stories from all around the world.
Very good. 26. Okay.
Wow. Oops.
Awesome. Korea, yes. Russia.
Oh, 10 a.m. in the morning. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 10 a.m. in the morning here, and what we got is this sake, which is 46% from our lovely neighbor here. That's insane. Wow. So, gonna be a long day. I didn't expect that.
Like a modern engine in there.
Send me luck.
New Land Cruiser.
New Land Cruiser, I want that.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay, yeah.
Go, let's go.
Yeah.
I win a car.
winner. Original die cut key holder.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I got a key holder.
Oh, that's gonna be mine.
Where's your beer?
Give me a sec.
183番。183。
What really stood out to us was how friendly and welcoming everyone was. Everywhere we walked, people were offering us drinks, food, and inviting us to their camps. And as the evening went on, the whole campground slowly turned into a big shared dinner. The next morning felt calm and almost silent after the busy evening before. You could hear the birds, see the moisture on the cars from the cold night, and slowly everyone started coming back to life again. Some perhaps a little slower than others. Before long, camp slowly started packing down again. People loaded up their Land Cruisers, exchanged stickers and goodbyes. And one by one, the convoy disappeared back into the mountains. Eventually, it was time for us to leave as well, and while this weekend started with Land Cruisers, we'll probably remember the people most.